So in this video, I wanted to discuss a few fragrances that I have recently discovered in my own collection. A couple of that I never thought I would love, a few that I absolutely did not like, but have now done a 360 on. And they are fragrances that are in my own collection. So if you want to find out what those fragrances are and hear more about my feelings on them, keep watching. So first I wanted to just familiarize you with this sample fragrance tray that I have here in the office where I record these videos. So most of the decants that I have here are from Scent Split. The rest are from Julianna's Perfume, samples that I get when I buy full fragrances from Julianna's Perfume. There are a few here from Commodity. There's some from Lucky Scent here as well, these tiny little decants, but this was my first and last order from Lucky Scent because I don't like these dabbers or the ones that you have to like pull out with these, the little plastic sticks in them. I prefer all of my samples to come in like the regular spray bottle, like this one. This one is Kayali. Um, I have some here from Ellis, Brooklyn. I have some from Le Labo. I have one Michael Kors, original Michael Kors fragrance sample here. I don't remember where I got this one from, but I was sitting here in the office and I just decided because some of these are, they've been here for months. Some have been here for almost a year. And there are some of them that I haven't even smelled that I've just written off because I thought that I wouldn't like them. And I thought, let me revisit some of these fragrances. Let me smell some of these fragrances, see if I still feel the same way about them, or if I have new feelings about them, or I've discovered very, very surprisingly that I have very different feelings about these fragrances. So I have sprayed a bunch on tester strips, resprayed them, smelled them again just to see how they live on paper and on my skin. And I've picked out, I think, about 5 different fragrances. One that I am absolutely wowed by. A couple of them are from Julianna's Perfume. One of them is a cherry fragrance, which I'm not into cherry fragrances, but this one is just astounding to me. So let me start with that one. So, Julianna's Perfume, if you're not familiar with them, they are a fragrance inspiration house. They create fragrances that are inspired by wonderful niche fragrances as well as their own original fragrances. So, the sample fragrance that I have from Julianna's Perfume that I absolutely flipped out about is a dupe or inspiration of none other than Tom Ford's Lost Cheri. So, if you don't know this already, I have never picked up a Tom Ford fragrance that I like, which is probably why I didn't even bother to smell this when I got it. And I'm not a fan of cherry scents, so it was not even a thought to me. I just set it aside and moved on. But let me see. I want to say this has definitely been sitting here for several months, not quite a year. I don't remember which full bottle of Julianna's Perfume I got this sample with. But the notes of this are one to one the exact same as Tom Ford's Lost Cheri. As a matter of fact, I'm lying. This is the Extrait version of Lost Cheri. And I'm not sure because I haven't looked at Tom Ford's Lost Cheri Extrait fragrance whether the notes are the same. This might just be the notes of Tom Ford's Lost Cheri with some zhuzhed up other notes that Julianna's Perfume added in. All I know is all I know is that this fragrance blew me away at first sniff. So I'm just going to spray it again to give you my first reactions. And as it's an Extrait perfume, it is quite, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay, it is quite beast mode, right? At first you get the powderiness, the sweetness. It's like a sweet cherry baby powder, very fine, very soft, warm, sweet. And I know that there is black cherry in this and sour cherry. And those are the kind of cherries that I do gravitate toward if we're talking about a cherry note that I like in fragrance. The only fragrance that I have that I know of that features cherry very prominently is Ellis Brooklyn's Vanilla Sin. And that has vanilla and dark cherry in it. But this has black cherry, I believe, and sour cherry. Black cherry in the top, sour cherry in the middle, and about a gazillion other notes in the base of this fragrance. And it's got cedar wood, I think it's got benzoin, it's got musk, it's got clove, it's got cinnamon. It has a lot of notes in this fragrance, and they all work together incredibly. And oh my God, when I tell you, when I it's crazy to pick up a fragrance that has been sitting on your own tray in your own home for months, and you're just like, pass. And then I pick it up, and it's just like, I had this for months. Oh my God, it's so good. It is so good. And I have to imagine, although I feel like in my mind I have sniffed Lost Cherry at Sephora and not felt this way, but I think there is something to say about the experience of smelling testers in stores that isn't necessarily always accurate in experiencing a fragrance. So I'm gonna have to give Tom Ford's Lost Cherry another try again, just off of how this smells, because I mean, this is a banger. It is so good. It is just so perfect for the cold weather, I feel too. Like, I think it's great for wearing right now. And it is definitely a unisex fragrance. The journey lasts for hours. The final dry down after, God knows how. I mean, I feel like this lasts all day. And on paper, it lasts for days. On clothes, for days. But the final dry down is just it's soft and sheer and still sweet. The cherry in this, I just couldn't stop smelling it. And I could not believe how I was responding to this fragrance. Oh my God. I mean, this has got to be like the fourth time I've sprayed it on a tester. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I'm doing a video, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, this is amazing to me. And this is one of those fragrances that it sort of lives on Julianna's Perfume. It's never really out of stock, still in stock now. I purchased a different full bottle fragrance from Julianna's Perfume before I smelled this one, but this is definitely on my wish list. I need a full bottle of this. This is just incredible. So, if you're a fan of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and you don't want to shell out, I don't know what it is, like $400 for a huge bottle, definitely check out Mon Cheri's Secret from Julianna's Perfume, which is a beautifully inspired fragrance of the Extrait version of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. So our travel size of Aurora was the first fragrance that I'd ever ordered from Julianna's Perfume. And because I am an MFK Baccarat 540 dupe lover, I was just like, oh, let me try this. And I wasn't crazy about it. But this one is the Extrait version with some ozonic notes that create the marine breeze effect that it has. And when I first smelled it, I didn't hate it, but I wasn't sure if I loved it. And now I'm certain not only that I really like this fragrance, but also that I need to try their Aurora Extrait, because the Aurora Extrait that I smell in the Marine Breeze version of this fragrance, it really brings up what I feel are the best qualities of the MFK 540 scent profile. So I'm going to spray this on a tester again. So first of all, the marine breeze, right? Like, I don't know what it is that they do other than the exotic notes to give it really that feeling of sitting on like a pier in front of the water with like the salty air and like seagulls and a drink maybe, because there's also a sweetness in this that's like, it's so nice. This is a really breezy, fresh, easy reach kind of a fragrance, but also quite unique because this to me is one of the best examples of Julianna's Perfume doing a fragrance that's inspired by a niche fragrance and also mixing it with their own um, kind of notes to create something that essentially is a new fragrance, is an original Julianna's Perfume fragrance. So I feel like this one, Aurora Marine Breeze, is a great example of that. It's just so airy and breezy and sweet. It's like the New Rouge from Finery, which is a fragrance that I absolutely love. I feel like it's one of the best MFK 540 inspired fragrances out there, affordable as well. That's what this kind of reminds me of, but it's not exactly. I just feel like they have the MFK 540 DNA down better in this fragrance. And then the marine ozonic like quality in it, so good. Not something that I ever thought that I would like. And this fantastic for the spring into the summer because this is going to give you that light, fresh, out of the shower, kind of clean girl vibe. And I mean, I love it. It's so good. So it's called Aurora Extrait Marine Breeze, and there are some left in stock. So this one and Mon Cheri's Secret from Julianna's Perfume, I definitely plan on picking these up this year. So the next fragrance I want to talk about is Dear Sky by Ellis Brooklyn. This I got, I believe, when I purchased the fragrance body mist, Vanilla Skin by Ellis Brooklyn, and I wasn't really liking this at first. Again, I'm sitting here, I spray things on tester strips, I put them down, I don't write what they are, and I end up picking them up, smelling them, forgetting what they are, doing a little guessing game with myself. And what I realize is there's something about Dear Sky when I read the description of it that when I smell it, I have a sort of anticipation of what it's going to be like. And that it made me not like it. I don't know how to, I don't know if this happens to any of you, but it happens to me. And when I don't write the name on it and I just get it mixed up with a bunch of other stuff, I pick it up, I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I like it. And then I'm just like, oh, this is Dear Sky. How come I like it now and I didn't like it before? I'm not really sure what that is. I will try to do some research on it, but I do like this fragrance. It's another easy reach, fresh, kind of expansive, airy fragrance. I think what I'm not crazy about with Their Sky is maybe the opening. The opening is like honeydew, bergamot, it's got rhubarb, it's got strawberry, and I think maybe something about that puts me off. But a few minutes later, after it dries down, I actually quite like this. Whoops, wrong one. So this is Dear Sky. That one that I just sprayed was another fragrance, which I'll get to. My God, I can smell it already. So here we go. This is Dear Sky. Okay, actually, the opening is growing on me. I like the opening. As of right now, I actually like the opening of this fragrance. But I'm telling you, I think it was my knowing what the notes were and having an expectation of what it was going to smell like when I first smelled this. I was just like, yeah, I don't really like this. But then, like I said, this weekend, I just was sitting here and I'm like just kind of doing the, oh God, the 3 card Monty or 4, 5, 6, 7 card Monty with these fragrance samples. And I like this. Ooh, this is so nice. This is another breezy, clean, airy, clean girl, out the shower kind of fragrance. I really, really like. Yeah, really nice for the summer. Again, I would say, mm, yeah, this one has really been growing on me. I've also been trying to do work with my like olfactive expectations, with trying not to shut down fragrances completely or open my mind a little bit to fragrances that I think that I don't like, and just kind of just see how that goes if it changes my feelings. Because like I said, I've had these for months, some of them for over a year, and they've also had time to age and macerate. This is not one of them, I'll say. I think I've had this one for a few months. So I got Vanilla Sin last year. So it's been a few months that I've had this, but I've had a lot of these much longer. This is nice. Now, would I want a full bottle of this? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a travel size. Because again, when the summer comes, when it rolls back around, this is the kind of fragrance that you will want. Just, you don't have to think about it. It's not complicated. It's not doing too much, but it is um, breezy and airy and sweet and fresh and clean smelling. I don't want to like stay shut down to everything that I think I don't like. I want to like revisit the things that I think I don't like or the things that I don't gravitate towards. Obviously, I'm not going to expect to like every single kind of fragrance, but I'm always amazed when my mind changes around fragrances, the reasons why. Because, like I said, I read the notes of this. I remember smelling it for the first time and I was like, this ain't for me. It's nice, but it's not for me. And now I feel like I really like it. It's a great scent. I could wear this scent. Um, and I really like it. Like actively really like this fragrance. So the next fragrance I want to talk about that I just sprayed by accident, and I do not need to spray again, is a fragrance that a lot of people in the fragrance community love. This is from Kayali, and this is Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. This is a fragrance that I don't even recall what my initial reaction was to it, but I know it wasn't a love because I've never talked about it on my channel. And I have watched you guys talk about this fragrance. I've watched new fragrance content creators talk about this fragrance. I've watched content creators that I've never watched before that have been on YouTube for years talk about this fragrance. And I've just been like, okay, that one it's not for me. I don't remember what it smells like, and I don't care to smell it again, even though I probably have it. So I sprayed it. This all happened this weekend, and I was just like, first of all, woody, because I love patchouli. Okay, this is Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. I'm a patchouli lover. Or maybe I wasn't a patchouli lover then when I smelled this. I don't know. But I love this. I'm a vanilla lover. Vanilla Royale. Sugared patchouli. Like, how did I not love this immediately? I don't know. First of all, this is a musky fragrance. It is a warm fragrance. It is a fragrance that to me, it just makes me think of something burning, like vanilla sugar burning over a low flame. Look at this. Look at this. I'm almost halfway down in this. You only need 2, maybe 3 spritzes of this. I sprayed it on my skin. It it is loud. It performs all day. I don't know if there is a dry down point with this fragrance. I don't know. Oh my goodness. What was I doing? How did I not recognize this immediately? Oh my God. I have a shy quality about me, a sort of introverted quality about me. Yes, I am here recording this and I put this out every week, but you would be surprised the number of introverts who are on YouTube. And I don't always fragrances like this, because this is a bold fragrance, it's definitely a projecting fragrance. It's a fragrance that people are going to smell. And I think I was just kind of trying to ease my way into discovering what I liked in fragrance. And because I have an introverted, shy nature, this one was probably a bit loud for me. That's my guess. But right now that I kind of know that in fragrance, I like a bold, projecting beast mode fragrance, depends on what it is, just as much as I like the moderate kind of shy girl fragrances. I think I do a little bit of both. I am a Gemini, a true Gemini, a Gemini. And I really love this. It smells like it's burning. And this is a quality that I really love in commodities velvet fragrance. It's like a roasted kind of quality. Really, really wonderful again for the cold weather. I definitely get the vanilla. And then that patchouli, the woodiness, the smokiness. Oh my God, it's so good. So yeah, y'all are right. This is fantastic. I love it. Now, would I get a full bottle of this? Travel size for sure. For sure, travel size. Because again, I mean, this is, oh my God, it's so good though. It's so good. Travel size first. We'll see how that goes. And then maybe a full bottle. But so the last fragrance I want to talk about is a fragrance that I was absolutely 150% sure that I was just like, I don't like this fragrance. Never going to like this fragrance. Don't like it. Another one that a bunch of people absolutely love. This is from Maison, Mataha. And if you know, you know, it's Escapade Gourmande. So I have a 5 ml decant of this that I got from ScentSlit. So this is it. And you can see where it's at, right? I picked it up. I might have sprayed it like once, twice, maybe a third time just to be sure. And I was just like, nah, I don't like this. And this very simple reason. Smells like Play-Doh to me. I get Play-Doh from it, or at least I did get Play-Doh from it, and it just turned me off completely. Now, I could see why a bunch of you really love this fragrance. It has great qualities about it. It reminds me a little bit of Bianco Latte and Mystic Sugar, two sweet vanilla gourmand fragrances that I love. But Escapade Gourmande, I just could not join y'all on this train until recently because I was just like, well, let me just see how Escapade Gourmande is doing with my nose these days. Let me just see. Fully ready to get that Play-Doh note that I just cannot stand. And this has been here, like I said, for over a year. So maybe that is the reason why I've changed around it. But let me just spray it one more time. Yeah, I don't know if it's my nose. I don't know if it's the maceration. I mean, I still get like a tinge of what my nose interpreted as Play-Doh, but it's not. It's moving beyond that to the things about Escapade Gourmande that I do like. It's not keeping me from appreciating the rest of the notes in this fragrance. In fact, it's I'm really more submerged in the goodness of this now than before when I would just be like, nah, I can't get past the Play-Doh. I really don't smell that much anymore. It's like sugary, and this only has like four notes in it. It's got sugar cane, vanilla, I think tonka, musk. I don't know where that Play-Doh-y note was coming from, but I don't get it as much anymore. This is so good. Do find that because I sprayed this on a tester strip yesterday. This was the first one that I sprayed it on. So in the dry down, I was getting a little bit of the Play-Doh ness. I'm not really getting it anymore. That's probably because this has made me kind of go nose blind to that. This is nice. It's nice. And I even sprayed it on my skin yesterday and I was just like, I'm not getting Play-Doh. I'm getting more of the sugariness and the vanilla. And this is a sweet gourmand, but also like, it's also, oh my God. Oh my God. It's just addictive. This is so good. It gets better. And then the muskiness and the base. Sexy. So I'm going to start putting these decants on some fragrance trays, maybe in February, because it's time to wear these down. Okay. It's time to get the full wearing experience of these sample decants that I've had on my tray just sitting here. Why? Some of them I like to visit, especially my favorites from Scent Split, the 5 mils, of the niche fragrances that I love that I've talked about on my channel. But these ones that I don't put my nose on at all, the ones that I think that I don't like and have changed my mind about, it's time to start wearing these now. So yeah, wow. Wow. I mean, I'm just really trying to enjoy the fragrances that are in my collection, discover the fragrances that I have right here this year, as opposed to running out and grabbing all the new stuff that's going to be dropping. And I definitely want to check those out as well. But I want to create more content on my channel that is about the fragrances and the fragrance experience that I am having of the things that are in my collection, curating themed videos around fragrances in my collection. And I don't have a huge collection of fragrances. My goal is not to have a huge collection. Of course, I'm not rejecting anyone who wants to send me PR. Hello, I'm here. Like, email me. I will take free fragrances. But with my own money, I really want to build a fragrance collection of fragrances that I love, that I actually like. But I'm also focusing on giving fragrances in my collection that I think I don't like a second chance, a third chance, a sniff after a few months because my nose changes, the fragrance changes. And I'm also absolutely fascinated by that aspect of fragrance as well. But at the end of the day, it really is subjective. But I also feel like it's not always as fixed as we think it is. There may be fragrances that I love in my heart that I might change my mind about in the future. That hasn't happened yet, but it could. If I can love a fragrance that I thought I didn't like, then I can only imagine that I can start to get tired of a fragrance that I've always loved as well. I mean, it's all good. It's all a part of the experience, and that is what I'm here for. So wow, that was long-winded. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy content like this. And don't forget to click on the thumbs up button down below if you like this video. It really helps my algorithm, or the algorithm definitely helps my channel to grow. And I really appreciate you. I hope to see you in my next video soon. That's my cat. I gotta go brush him now. Bye.